Your work path focus for 2025 Cancer is all about taking the lessons that you've learned from the past, including situations and people that have maybe been unethical and outright shady, in regards to business and career stuff. And it's not like you haven't had some great highlights, you have, but I need you to take all those lessons and kind of regroup a little bit. And that's kind of a reoccurring theme in your reading, is to be able to say, okay, think about next steps. And I see the Four of Swords here taking place in past reflection. So it's something that you're leaving right now, which is awesome. Because the Four is the firm foundation to build upon. And swords are our thoughts. So we've been applying a lot of mental wherewithal to decide on our next moves. How do we want to build? Let's say you have a business already, or your career, even just starting out, how you've kind of laid some groundwork now. What do you want to be next? And the lessons serve you to be a great boss, a team leader, a fellow team player, an entrepreneur, because that's necessary to be a really good leader. Is like you have to have learned the qualities and characteristics, maybe through life experience, is what the cards say. Oh, I had encountered that person that was shady or unethical or didn't pay their bills, or whatever the case may be, is that was part of your growth. And at the top of the matter for you is the Ten of Pentacles. So it's all about family, making sure you're secure, but more importantly, your family's secure. And that includes usually like a big, like an Italian family kind of situation, like everybody in the circle that your heart touches. And usually with Cancer, it's a lot. And you rule home, so you have extra good favor in this area. And you rule work in part two, because you rule money. So, and the Eight of Pentacles is coming into your life right now. So that's a reflection of that rejuvenation, respirit, a spring in my step, energy, enthusiasm, which I guarantee has been lacking, that you get to revisit here. And you're a lot smarter and a lot more strategic and analytical when it comes to career decisions, work decisions, all that kind of stuff that falls under that umbrella. And at the base of the matter for you is the Page of Cups. So we just got to love ourselves and believe in ourselves. And the Three of Pentacles is crossing that card. So you might have had past successes and you're thinking, oh my God, I know how much energy it takes into making ABC, but you know how much it takes to make ABC. You've learned or taught yourself, whatever the case may be. Don't let that deter you. Let that be like that glass half full, is that you do not only know how to get there, so you'll probably get there quicker, but you also had the Three of Pentacles represent you've had success. So don't let that stop you from moving forward, because you do know and you will gain success because you've already touched it. And as the ruler and part of money, it means you have good favor there. And you already know that, so I'm not telling you anything new. But again, the Nine of Swords here is appearing, what we'll see later on in your love cards. It's like you've got, and again, that's not surprising, because Cancer touches everything, the way that you guys are built. And it's so wonderful when it's working correctly and smoothly and flowing with the harmony. But when it's tangled up like in these thoughts and not allowing the heart to come into play, or spirit, it's not an area you want to be in. And that's why they keep appearing. And I was asking, like, God in the universe, like, why you had to go through this, not only to make a better business leader and more decisions and feel secure and confident in that decision making, but the Hermit is here. And that's a really special card. It's Major Arcana. And he is like the spiritual arts, or to me, spiritual warfare. It's like, you've been, a lot of times in my language, I use Saint Michael because it's a representation to me that always doing battle for what is right and just, and Cancer's like that. I'm that's not going to take up my cause. I'm going to take up your cause too. But that's the wonderful thing about the Hermit. So he's got now something to teach to the others. So whether, a lot of Cancers are writers, artists, creators of some sort of innovators. So wherever you're doing it, let's say you're making a loaf of bread and you want to put that love in it, or you're making a piece of jewelry and it's that little thing that has that little extra heart in it. The people that are eating that food, wearing it, looking at it, whatever the case may be, whatever your medium is, and maybe it's something like me with tarot and just verbal words and so on, it's going to have an effect on people, because the Hermit is there, that you have become the Hermit. And now he, in a lot of decks, in the modern tarot especially, he's got a lantern I have wisdom to share. And in the past, ancient tarot, he had to have that lantern under his cape because tarot had to go underground for a while. But now, like, no, we're kicking the doors in. We got something to say and we got something to share, and that's you. And we need those light beings in this world right now. So anywhere that you want to connect more with your spirit, your heart, whatever that avenue is, it's only encouraged. And it'll kind of like, again, detoxify all that kind of bad energy that you had to take in and absorb and learn from, because now it makes you more sharpened in that skill set in the area of career and entrepreneurism.